stunning poll results.
This survey just disturbed the heck out of me because
Gallup poll showing that Democrats have given up on capitalism, looking towards socialism for the answers. What's dropped dramatically is their belief that capitalism is the answer.
The U.S. is on the precipice of a recession.
Through the fire, I am absolutely terrified at what I am reading. And I'm reading it going, you know what? The sad truth is I get it, because no one can survive as 50. Well, I mean, the 1%. We got this. Yeah, I know. It's all right. It's all right. We've had some time to collect our assets. But the people that are coming up from behind us are like, how do you even expect me to put food on the table? How many jobs do you want me to have? I can't even get a job. 53% of young voters want a socialist win in 2028. If that doesn't freak you out, well, then I don't know. We're all living in an echo chamber. We're like, yeah, we're finally making headway. Just feel like the last 10 years of just climbing this mountain of can we have something that resembles the Constitution, our Bill of Rights, some freedoms, and they're like, y'all lock yourselves down. Don't come out of your house for 2 weeks. And I'm like, are you going to listen? Are you going to stand for that? No, you are. And everyone's like, but did you hear? I get a stimulus check. Yes. What do you want me to do? Would you like me to vote? This is just frightening. Look at this. Breaking news. We got 76% favor government nationalizing major U.S. industries, which it looks like Trump's already doing that. You're like, what are you talking about? USA Today. That's a liberal piece. Are Republicans are Republican socialists now? Trump Intel deal. Yes. I don't care what side. You don't want the government buying corporations. So yes, this is socialism. Hey kids, I know actually it's not even that bad now. You just wait. Keep saying, oh, you think it's bad now? Just wait. You think it's bad, right? 2020. Oh, this is so bad. 1, 2, 3, right? It just doesn't seem to let up. I'm listening to these guys on YouTube and just everyone, but they're actually correct.
We're going to win.
This guy's like, we're going to win. We're going to win. You're right. That's it. This whole democracy thing, businesses, trade equities. But it's like you got the left evil, you got the right evil, and I've been saying it. It is the bird. Listen,
if you still want to come to America because you believe in the American dream, let me tell you something. That dream died like 30 plus years ago, and now we're living in a dream that involves paying $10 for a dozen of eggs.
Yes, she is 100% correct. So I cannot argue that except make a shat ton of money.
Eggs, paying $2,000 a month for an apartment in the ghetto that's about 700 square feet and it has no walls. And then if you want to go to university here, you're looking at around $100,000 for a 4-year education. That's on the low end.
Okay, let me solve it for you. Don't go to university. Don't spend $100,000. Don't spend $200,000.
But in those 4 years, you might get shot because everyone seems to want to shoot each other.
That's about right. Or you take the shots. But
for some ungodly reason. Then you're going to graduate thinking, oh, I graduated. I have a degree now. I'm going to get a good job.
Yeah. No, we all know that's not
your good job is going to pay you about $40,000 starting off, maybe, and then they're going to say you're going to work 40 hours a week. When in reality, you're going to be working about 50.
60. So everything that she's saying, actually everything that everyone's saying, I'm like, I agree with you. I'm trying to give you some solutions here. Socialism is not the way to go, but I will allow her to continue.
Plus hours a week because they're going to guilt trip you in by saying, we're a family, we're a team, we help each other.
No,
and they're not going to pay you overtime for that because...
Actually lying to you, you are just an employee, you are just a number. This is why I always say, start your own.
Why would they? If they get your help for free, why would they pay you for that? Okay? Then there's no work-life balance. That company you're working for now doesn't want to give you vacation days until like maybe your second year working there. And those vacation days are maybe 4 days out of the whole entire year. That includes...
That, again, don't go work for someone. The problem is when you work for yourself, you don't get any days off. Just ask me. He's actually on a roll. You keep going,
Cindy. Holidays, all right? Then if you're sick, too bad you still have to come to work, okay? Then if you want to buy groceries, your groceries are going to be your whole entire paycheck because no one can afford to...
No, that's not true. Your rent is already your whole entire paycheck.
Eat here anymore. I go to the grocery store for 4 things. It's like $50.
All right, I got to ask.
Okay, I'll stop there. We can go one after another, but the good news is it's only going to get worse. I don't think the Republicans are on your side. The Democrats are on your side. Independents aren't on your side. Socialism will not be on your side. At the beginning, it is. It's like, this is so good. Oh my gosh. And then it becomes, well, a jail cell. It's like they lead everyone in, like lambs to a slaughter. Like, oh, hey, look at all this money all the way to the jail cell. Then it closes 76%. Do not nationalize the government. Do not listen to Donald Trump. Listen to Joe Biden. Don't listen to anyone. You could listen to me, but then I'm like, hey, you want to buy a book? And actually, the only thing that I ever have to offer is just a way out of this. And that way out of it isn't easy. I'm sorry. Actually, found in my life, becoming a doctor was easy. All I have to do is just go to school. And no, I did not finish. I got really close, and I'm like, what am I doing? An AA, a BA, a master's, and almost a doctor. Almost two masters. Claim that second one or that AA, whatever. But school is, it's easy. Want to try something that makes a dent in the universe or changes your life? Try businesses. I'll tell you, if I could do it all over again, I would not have went to college. I would not have spent all of the time in university and just no. Because it's time that I could have used to continue the businesses. What was crazy is when I was selling my day spa, because I was like, okay, I'm going to start buying day spas and flip that, and I'm going to university at the same time, finishing my degree. And I'm like, I think the degree, because everyone says this is very important. While I am making a shat ton of money over here, all of society is like, no, the money's over here. Honestly, it was the parental upbringing, my parents trying to upbring me. It was the roadmaps were upside down, braille. I'm like, what should I do? Their advice to me was go into the military. So I did that. I'm like, yep, make my mom and dad proud, which, okay, but I don't think this is going to work. I'm not very much of a yes man. But man, with all the youth today, like all the directions that they're getting is go south when they should be going north. You don't figure it out probably till you're, 30? And then you're 30 years in the wrong direction. Also, click subscribe. I might be able to help. But as the cost of living, biggest challenge. These people with degrees was a big deal back in the day, which everyone has one now. Now it's actually way cooler to not have one and show the success, like doing things like buying shelter, which 30-year-olds can't even do. The amount of 30-plus-year-olds that own shelter, I think what is it, 5%? I can see how that'll push you into socialism. Like, this didn't work for me, so F it. What's the government going to give me? Also, parents, listen to this. That's why you make your kids actually don't give them anything. Make them do everything, because if they have to do it, then they feel like they've achieved it. Not enable that process. Have them earn it. Otherwise, they're going to go, wow, my parents were so, I lived in socialism my whole life. We'll just, it works. Stick with it. What are you going to do for me? What are you going to give me? If I'm a good human, what are you going to give me? But I will tell you what socialism will give you. And I know you all want to vote for it. A complete collapse along with complete control. But again, it's good at the beginning. Just ask North Korea. Just take a look at North Korea. Take a look at South Korea. It's kind of there's a slight bit of difference. What's currently happening in France? France government collapses. This is right now. France is collapsing. It's like, give the people whatever they want until you can't, and then you collapse, and then you get taken over. Which is exactly what will happen in the United States of America if you do not control your borders and you allow those from the outside to come in. You will lose the God-fearing biblical values that built this country. And I am watching it happen right now, because you guys are selfish. You're like, yeah, I'll have one kid. Well, to keep up with the people that want to take over your country, they're having like 6. So you better either close those borders or start humping. As we look at France, the impasse over the budget, money, debt, print more bonds. Macron's probably not going to fix it. He should probably fix whatever that dude is he's with that slaps him in the face. But talk about the fourth turning and weak men. I'm just hoping that we go through it. Go through the fire, come out on the other side But then when I see things like this, 53% of voters want socialist, I'm like, how long is this fire gonna last? It's like, well, normally the fourth turning, it's 20 years of really bad. But this time might be 80. And I love America. I love the values. I love what it stands for, the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, how gold is money. We have freedoms to speak whatever we want. I won't know where to run to when we lose it. And yes, we are losing it. I think this is going to continue when these kids can't have what they want. They're like, wait, you promised that if I went to school for 30 years of my life, I now have a doctorate, and I can't get a job. They're going to straight up, let's F it, government. What can you do for me? Because this didn't work. Well, maybe click subscribe, figure out, go wash windows, and then clean the screens, then hire someone to do it, making $1,200 a day. If you don't think it doesn't work, it does. It's just a lot of work. Sorry. Then go to college. Go work for me. No, I'm not hiring. These charts show why the U.S. job market is struggling in the second half of the year. But I was told by Scott Bessent that it was going to start pumping and the tariffs were going to work. We were going to pay off the national debt and you would not be at a 38% tax rate. Guys, they're politicians. They're going to lie to you. You live in a morally, ethically corrupt world, government, people that pull the strings. Donald Trump, Scott Bessent. I mean, just ask Scott's husband. I'm sure, maybe Scott's not the greatest husband. But I guess you guys want these people to work magic in your lives because you're an employee and you deserve it. You put in the hours, you put in the work. You shouldn't have. It was a lie. Till the ground, plant seeds, harvest. Learn what futures are in case it doesn't go your way. Sell the crops prior. If there's a famine, right? It's already up. You're good. And then you can even learn how to trade the futures contracts that have been going on for 2,000 years. And since we're on the topic of futures contracts, NASDAQ, my student made 940 this morning, then did a lot of over trading. Don't do this. That's what happens when you're like, if I could just 1,000. So because I feel nice, I wouldn't mind running a little sale, 199 on futures. That's what I trade a lot of times. I trade futures, I trade options because it's leverage. I use someone else's money and I don't use mine. Yes, you get to walk away with that 940 bucks. That's you. I know a lot of people, especially if you're 50 and you get laid off, you're going to want to learn how to do this. Have some extra cheddar in your pocket. And then, I don't know, maybe it'll become your job. That just sounds so bad. I don't want that. Because you're just clicking buttons. Although it is exciting. It's like a video game. I mean, I love it. Again, video game. But you do have to sit there and stare. Okay, so covered that. Worker confidence is finding a new job. Hits record low. Let's just say this again. Your confidence in finding a job. Record low. This is what the New York Fed says. So I'm going to go with, let's go socialism. Also, since I got you on the line, I'll show you my trade today. Really has nothing to do because people are like, I thought you were going to say stock market crash. I don't even know what the market's doing. I'm like, I'm here. You guys are like, well, it's up. So that must mean the economy and the world is great. As everyone else in the world is hopeless. Like real estate veteran warns, hopelessness in housing market, the American dream, it's dead. This guy wish he wouldn't have bought a house. I don't know what FOMO made him buy a house in 48 hours. Now he's struggling to sell. Well, learn how to trade equities and there's always the sell button. If you're thinking about getting out, you're at the top. You should probably get out. Again, that's why I love this stuff. Yes, I make millions and millions of dollars on real estate, but I don't like it. Maybe it's just the control in me that likes this stuff. Wow, there's going to be so much money to be made. We are so up there. This is on the daily. I do trade on the daily. It's way easy. 4 hour, I have watch lists. 4 hour daily, it's chill. Pop up here to the 2 minute. You sweating. You better know what you're doing. Actually, this was my trade. Market opened, it ran, came up. I'm like, okay, I see a trend line. This is what I do. Not that, makes my wife happy. She's not happy. She does not like it. We had friends over. We went on a walk and I took out the trade. I was watching it. I took it out right here. I waited for that. I'm like, okay, it broke. Mist that came up. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? A couple lines right here. Some of you guys you may see that, right? Okay, there's one. And there was the other one on the 2 minute. I'm like, let's go. So it broke here. And I'm like, okay. And I put in a short right there. And I was good. Then another 2 minutes and another 2 minutes and another. It started going. And then it came down right here. I knew it was going to go lower, but I wanted to take profit. And then my friends were like, let's go get coffee and la, la, la. They wanted to know. And this is where I exited. But if I would have stayed there, yeah, I would have got out there. This is something you can do every single morning, and then you download the image, and then you come over here to ChatGPT. Again, you can just get out your calculator. Then I asked AI, hey, how much did I make? It's like, you asked, just bravo. You are so lazy. You get out a calculator. $840. I think I made a little less, which means my student is beat me on Friday and Monday. Jeez, it does look like he's working a little bit longer than me. For me, it was I don't know, 15-minute trade. It was just maybe five at the beginning, set a stop loss, all that. Promise I will teach you how to do all of it. If you want to be a little day trader, want to do it for a job, I wouldn't recommend it. Go do good work. Maybe you just want to solve some problems, and yes, you're gonna have down days. Maybe you were a dum-dum and you drank ethanol the day before. That will have a carryover when your hands are shaking. My $1 million course, 1 hour, 33 minutes, 51 seconds. I'm getting really close to finishing. You're going to lose that free bear market course, and sorry. And I guess your only solution is socialism. Oh, and lab grown meat. That's going to be bad too. Did you guys catch that? This bald guy down here did a thing on it. You can't make this stuff up. Bill Gates' own company sues Texas for banning his lab grown fake meat produced. And then if you Google it, it's like, that's a lie. That's propaganda, but he does. I actually looked it up, and he's on the board of one of the companies. Oh, you kind of left the biggest moves after hours. So what? What's cool too with futures, you guys know after hours you could trade. Oh, how about that? Oh, and what are some trades? Because you're like, okay, that was today. That was old news. Guys, Amazon is setting up for, as Trump would say, a huge move. Ready to carry this off the screen, which I was preaching this gold and silver and Bitcoin. And this was actually a cup and handle that went so far back. And I was constantly, I'm like, oh my gosh, look what just set up. And everyone's like, oh, come on. For all of you that made even more, like you guys crushed it. Silver, you guys did it, or you're doing it. Sell yet. Again, yes, I sold 75% of my gold, sold zero gold. I have sold 75% of silver. Net worth in gold and silver is closer to it's 0% of the population. I'm not 1%. I'm closer to 0%. That's just for the haters that are like, oh, you're so stupid. Yes, but I used my money to acquire companies with valuations and things like that. This stuff is really cool. It just sits there. I like to be a little bit more active. Like, wouldn't you like to own an AI company? Oh, hey, and how's that doing? Oh, and by the way, yes, I put my money where my mouth is. It isn't difficult to do this. It is this easy. For people that say to me, well, why didn't, so-and-so buy you? Wait for it. For those of you that are in the course and I communicate and I let you in and you chuck money at this stuff, look at this today, 30 days, 26%. This is 30 days. You can backtest it. This is live. This is actual. It will change every minute. My last trade on Google, 4 and almost 0.5%. Tesla, 30 days, up 11%. TEM, up 11%. Apple, up 9%, 7%. Walmart, Costco, last trade, 7%. Last trade on Apple, 9%. This is where it's all going. Click it and forget it. So again, want to be a part of it? First, I don't let you in until you know how to do it. Like, can you drive a car? Okay. You drive like someone from California. Oh, I got to take that. Actually, Austin, Texas, worse. You guys win. Elon launched self-driving cars down there. May God be with him. People in Austin, no lie. You're driving, on the freeway where it's like you put on your blinker and you wait and you kind of get over. They won't even look. The off ramps over there, they're just like zing, off they go. They do something with their rosary and then off they go. But anywho, please, it works. Make digits go up or not. I don't know. Come here for the really weak dad humor comedy. And with that, I love you. And I will be here tomorrow because I love working, doing something that I love to do. Okay, that's it. Goodbye.